Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know where to begin because what just broke in the football world feels like the kind of news you'd expect to see in a movie, not real life. But it's real. It's confirmed. And it's going to shake the NFL to its core. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime himself, is officially headed to the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you heard me right. Coach Prime, the man who's dominated headlines at Jackson State and then Colorado, is now taking his talents back to the NFL, but this time not as a player, as the new head coach of America's team. And to make it even wilder, the man who confirmed it is none other than Jerry Jones himself. The owner. The boss. The man who runs the show in Dallas. This isn't a rumor. This isn't a mock-up by a fan account. This is as real as it gets. And let me tell you, the implications are nothing short of mind-blowing. We are talking about one of the most iconic athletes in history, a two-sport phenom, a Hall of Famer, a Super Bowl champion, now returning to the very organization that helped cement his legendary status, but this time with a headset and a playbook instead of cleats and gloves. This move is bold. It's loud. It's pure prime time. And honestly, it's the most Cowboys move of all time. So let's break it all down. How did we get here? Why now? And what does this mean for the future of the Dallas Cowboys? Because I promise you, this isn't just a headline, it's the beginning of a whole new era. Think about it. Just a few months ago, most fans were still debating whether Mike McCarthy deserved another season, whether the Cowboys should blow it all up, rebuild, or keep trying to fix things on the fly. The frustration was real. Year after year of underperforming in the playoffs. Year after year of promise followed by pain. Dak Prescott putting up numbers, but the team falling short. The defense being elite one week and broken the next. The inconsistency. The heartbreak. And most of all, the lack of a true identity. That's where this Deion move hits differently. Because Deion doesn't just coach, he brings identity, energy, belief, swagger, culture. He's not a traditional X's and O's guy, though he knows the game deeply. He's a motivator. A brand. A mindset. He changes the atmosphere the second he walks into a room. You saw it at Jackson State. You saw it at Colorado. He took programs that were either struggling or irrelevant and turned them into national media obsessions. Kids wanted to play for him. Parents trusted him. Sponsors lined up. TV networks couldn't get enough. He turned locker rooms into belief factories. And now, Jerry Jones is betting that Coach Prime can do the same in Dallas, a franchise that's been stuck in a cycle of hype and heartbreak for over 2 decades. Now let's talk about the fit. At first glance, people are going to say Deion has no NFL coaching experience. And that's true. He's never been a coordinator or position coach in the NFL. But what he's done at the college level is unprecedented. He's recruited, coached, developed, and led young men at a high level. He's shown the ability to build a staff, manage egos, handle media, and navigate controversy. And when you talk about fit, who fits the Cowboys brand more than Deion? He is the Cowboys. He played for the team. Won a Super Bowl with them. Still reps the star proudly. His charisma, his confidence, his flash, it's everything Jerry Jones loves. This move is not just about football. It's about reigniting a franchise. It's about shaking up a stale narrative. It's about giving the fans something to believe in again. Deion brings energy that hasn't been felt in Dallas in a long time. And whether you love it or hate it, you will feel it. Players will feel it. Opponents will feel it. The media will be on fire. This is no longer just about football games, it's a full-blown spectacle now. Primetime has returned to the primetime stage. But don't get it twisted, this is high risk, high reward. The expectations are through the roof. Anything less than a deep playoff run will be called a failure. Every press conference will be dissected. Every game decision will be a headline. The microscope will be intense. And let's be real, the NFL is not the same as college. There are no cupcake games. There's no recruiting advantage. There are egos, contracts, unions, and grown men playing for their livelihoods. Deion's leadership will be tested on a different level. Can he handle a 3-5 start? Can he manage star players who make more than him? Can he outcoach veterans who've been in the league for 30 years? Those are valid questions. And people will be watching closely. But Deion's whole life has been about defying expectations. They said he couldn't play two sports. He did. They said he was all flash, no substance. He proved them wrong. They said he couldn't coach. Now he's one of the most talked about coaches in the country. So yeah, the NFL is different. But so is Coach Prime. Now let's shift to what this means for the players, specifically Dak Prescott. Because make no mistake, this move puts immense pressure on Dak. He's entering a pivotal stage of his career. He's been good, sometimes great, but he hasn't been elite in January. And now with Coach Prime in town, and the looming presence of Deion Sanders coming down the pipeline, the whispers will start immediately. Is this team being built for Deion? Is this Deion's long game, get in now, bring his son next year, and take full control of the offense? It's not far-fetched. We've already seen college players making NFL-caliber jumps based on systems and fit. Deion has shown flashes of being a pro-level quarterback. If he declares for the draft next year, and Dallas is in range, who's to say Jerry wouldn't make that move? Especially with the market for Dak constantly in flux. This season will be defining for Prescott. He either proves he's the guy or he starts to hear the footsteps behind him. Loud ones. From Boulder. With a last name Sanders. And beyond quarterback, the roster as a whole is about to feel a jolt. Deion brings his guys. Coaches, trainers, scouts, you name it. Expect a staff shakeup. Expect new voices in the locker room. Expect changes in the way practices are run, media is handled, even the music at warm-ups. Everything shifts. This isn't just plug and play. This is a culture transplant. It's bold, it's risky, but it's exactly the kind of gamble that Jerry Jones is known for. And you know what? I respect it. Because playing it safe hasn't worked. Safe has gotten Dallas a bunch of 10-win seasons and 0 Super Bowl appearances in almost 30 years. This move? It's not safe. It's crazy. But maybe crazy is exactly what this team needs. And let's not forget what this does for the fan base. Cowboys fans are some of the most passionate, loyal, and emotionally invested fans in sports, and they've been hurting. They've been teased, trolled, mocked, and let down. They've seen other teams rise and fall while Dallas stays stuck. This hire, even if it's a media move at its core, gives fans something new. Something to hope for. Something to rally behind. The jersey sales are going to skyrocket. Training camp will be a zoo. TV ratings will be through the roof. Primetime interviews will go viral. The Cowboys are about to become the story in football again. And that's no small thing. For better or worse, people watch the Cowboys. They care. And now, with Deion at the helm, they're going to care even more. Love them or hate them, the Cowboys just became must-watch TV again. So what comes next? If this is happening, and by all signs, it is, we're going to see a whirlwind over the next few weeks. Press conferences. Staff hires. Possible player movement. Strategic changes. The draft boards will shift. Mock drafts will go wild. Analysts will argue all day. Some will call it genius. Others will call it a disaster waiting to happen. But no one will ignore it. That's the Prime effect. He demands attention. And Jerry Jones, always the showman, just turned up the volume to 11. This is a legacy-defining move for him, too. At his age, Jones isn't making long plays anymore. He wants to win now. He wants one more ring. One more parade. One more shot at glory. And he's betting that Coach Prime can take him there. It's bold. It's dramatic. It's exactly the kind of thing that could either implode in flames or go down in history as the move that brought Dallas back to greatness. And as for me, I'm hyped. I'm skeptical. I'm watching every second. Because this right here is the biggest move the Cowboys have made in decades. And whether it works or not, it's going to be one hell of a ride. So buckle up, Cowboys Nation. The primetime era in Dallas has officially begun.